Mastering the present perfect tense. Welcome to our grammar lesson today. Today we will learn the present perfect. First, let's look at the basic structure. We use have for I, you, we, and they. And we use has for he, she, and it. Let's see an example with Sarah and Mark. Sarah says, I have lost my keys. Mark asks, have you looked in your car? Notice we don't say when it happened. This is a key rule for B1 students. Let's practice with ever and never. Have you ever traveled to London? Mark answers, no, I have never been there. Now, let's look at just, already, and yet. I have just finished my homework. She has already eaten lunch. Have you finished your work yet? Let's review the irregular verbs. Don't forget, as is only for third person singular. Let's do a quick quiz. How do you say, "Eu já Roman 6s filme"? The correct answer is, I have seen it. Next one, ela ainda não chegou. The answer is, she hasn't arrived yet. You are doing great. Remember our phrase of the day. I have learned something new today. Thank you for watching. Now, let's explore the present perfect with specific time markers.
What is the difference between since and for?
We use since for a specific point in time. For example, I have lived here since 2015.
And how do I use for then?
We use for to talk about a period of time. For instance, they have studied for 3 hours.
So, since is the start, and for is the length.
Exactly. You have understood it perfectly. Let's try a practical exercise with recently.
Can I use recently at the end of a sentence?
Yes, it often goes at the end of the sentence. Try to translate. Eu tenho trabalhado muito ultimamente.
Is it? I have worked a lot recently.
That is correct. Well done. Now, let's look at lately.
Are they exactly the same?
They are very similar, but lately is more common in negatives. For example, I haven't seen her lately.
Can I say, I haven't eaten pizza lately?
Yes, that is a perfect sentence. Let's move to a different topic, making requests.
Is can you polite enough for a restaurant?
It is okay, but could you is more polite. Try saying, could I have the menu, please?
Could I have some water, please?
Excellent. Now, let's try would you mind.
Does it use thing form?
Yes, it always uses the gerund form.
Would you mind helping me with this?
That is perfect. But be careful with the answer.
Why is that so confusing?
If you say no, it means I don't have a problem doing it. Let's practice a different situation, directions.
How do I ask for the train station?
You can say, excuse me, how can I get to the station?
Is where is the station also correct?
Yes, but how can I get to sounds more natural. Now, let's learn how to give directions.
What if it is very far?
You can ask, is it far from here?
And the answer could be, it's just around the corner.
Exactly. That is a very common idiom. Let's practice one more, go past the bank.
So, go past means to walk by it?
Yes, you walk by the building without entering. We have covered a lot of ground today.
I feel much more confident now.
That is wonderful to hear. Don't forget to practice these phrases daily.
I will definitely do that.
See you in the next lesson. Let's start a new topic, ordering food at a restaurant.
That sounds very useful for my trip.
Imagine you are sitting at a table now.
How do I ask for a menu?
You can say, could I see the menu, please?
Is can I have the menu also okay?
Yes, but could I is more polite for restaurants.
I understand. Now, how do I order water?
Try saying, I would like a glass of water.
Can I say I want water instead?
It is grammatically correct but sounds very demanding.
So, I'll have a coffee is better?
Exactly. I'll have is very common.
What if I have an allergy?
You must say, I'm allergic to peanuts.
How do I ask about ingredients?
Ask, does this dish contain any milk?
And if the food is too spicy?
You can say, this is a bit too spicy for me.
Can I ask for the bill now?
Say, could we have the check, please?
Do I pay with cash or card?
Ask, do you accept credit cards?
What if I want to leave a tip?
You can say, is service included?
That is a very good question.
Let's review the most important phrases.
Can we practice a full dialogue?
Sure. I will be the waiter. Hello. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I would like the pasta.
Excellent choice. Anything to drink?
I'll have a sparkling water, please.
Perfect. I will bring that right away.
That was a great practice session.
You did a very good job today.
I feel ready to go to a restaurant.
Keep practicing your listening skills too. Escreva uma frase usando o present perfect nos comentários para praticar agora mesmo. Now, let's focus on making specific requests.
How do I ask for more napkins?
Say, could I have some extra napkins, please?
Could I have some extra napkins, please?
Great. Now, what if you need water?
Can I request a glass of tap water?
Better to say, may I have a glass of water?
May I have a glass of water, please?
Now, let's try asking for the menu again.
Could we get the dessert menu, please?
Perfect. What if you have an allergy?
I am allergic to peanuts.
You can also ask, does this dish contain nuts?
Does this dish contain any dairy?
Excellent. Now, let's talk about problems.
Excuse me, this soup is cold.
You can say, I'm sorry, but this is incorrect.
I'm sorry, but this is not what I ordered.
What if the food is too salty?
Excuse me, this dish is too salty.
Now, let's move to the payment phase.
Could we have the bill, please?
When they bring it, you might ask about the receipt.
Can I have the receipt, please?
Let's practice splitting the bill.
Can we split the bill, please?
Or you can ask for separate checks.
Could we have separate checks, please?
Now, let's change the topic to transportation.
Where is the nearest bus stop?
You can also ask for the subway station.
How do I get to the subway station?
If you want a taxi, you can ask this.
Could you call a taxi for me?
And you should ask about the destination.
How much will it cost to go downtown?
You can also ask about the estimated time.
How long will it take to get there?
Let's review everything we learned today. First, let's focus on using will for future predictions. For example, if you see clouds, you say, it will rain.
Will the bus arrive on time?
That is a perfect question for a traveler. Now, let's practice making requests with can or could.
Could you tell me where the platform is?
Yes, you could also say, can you point me to the platform?
I will need to buy a ticket first.
Exactly. Now, let's try a role play at a hotel.
I would like to check in, please.
Great. Now, ask about the breakfast time.
What time is breakfast served?
Perfect. Now, ask if there is free Wi-Fi.
Is there free Wi-Fi in the room?
Very good. Now, imagine you need more towels.
Could I have some extra towels, please?
Excellent. Let's move to a different scenario, shopping.
How much does this shirt cost?
Now, ask if they have it in a larger size.
Do you have this in a larger size?
What if it doesn't fit? Ask about the return policy.
Can I return this if it doesn't fit?
Perfect. Now, let's practice paying for your items.
Do you accept credit cards?
And if you want to pay with cash, what do you say?
I will pay in cash.
Let's switch to a more difficult topic, directions.
Excuse me, how do I find the museum?
You can ask, is the museum near here?
Is the museum far from here?
Now, let's practice following instructions.
Should I turn left or right?
You can also ask, is it straight ahead?
Is the bank straight ahead?
You are doing great with these practical scenarios.
I feel more confident now.
Let's do one final quick drill.
I am ready.
First, let's review the present perfect tense.
Can you explain when to use since and for?
Use since for a date and for a period.
So, I have lived here for 5 years.
That is exactly right. Well done. Now, let's try a practical conversation using this.
I am a bit nervous about interviews.
Imagine I am the manager asking questions. First, tell me about your previous work experience.
I worked as a sales assistant for 3 years.
That is good. Why did you leave that position?
I'm looking for new challenges and growth.
What are your greatest professional strengths?
I am very organized and good at solving problems.
Excellent. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, what does a typical day look like here?